Da, 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 da. They do anything for clout. 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 Wow. You're in a brew in 2 hours. Did I miss it? You're right. Already in the chat section. How is that even possible? I just streamed it. He's here. 8 likes already. 3 people watching. Holy shit. This is the drip. Rip and dip. Here we go. Man, what a great week. Just here visiting some family. Diligent Dabber says hello, hello. Leah says hi, Amish. Hi, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. I love my congregation. Oh, I love my congregation. I love my congregation. Look at that. Fa. Mr. Q. Mr. Q. Excuse me, Mr. Q. I know what you're doing. I'm not going to fall for it, Mr. Q. No way. I've never been here this early. Darius Dillon, Sup Amish, Leah. And then I got Amish, you're supposed to follow me back on IG. And then it got hacked. Right. Send me a message and I'll add it up, homie. Yeah. We'll do it. Send me a message. Yeah, listen. If y'all were here for the great hack, the Instagram hack debacle of Instagram hackpocalypse here on the drip. I don't know if y'all were here for Instagram hackpocalypse. Basically, my life almost ended. Lost my Instagram channel. As if, man. Honestly, I was actually getting used to the idea of like, why am I posting on Instagram? They don't pay me. Instagram don't pay me. You know who pays me? YouTube pays me. So let's take care of YouTube. Right? Let's have respect. Even I was talking to Roberto Blake, the guru, our official guruji of the drip, and I was talking to him about it, and I was just telling him like it's almost like I'm treating YouTube like it's like a voodoo. Like I was like, okay, so like we were just talking about getting my AdSense account, like getting it into my name. And then as we're talking about it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna switch my YouTube Plus because I have YouTube Plus, obviously, because I can't just keep watching like these ads by these scammers every time I'm trying to watch YouTube. I'm gonna buy a scam, honestly. You know me. I'll buy it. Under $50. I don't know if you saw like last week I bought tinderbiohack.com. I bought a Tinder scheme. Like just for picking up girls, not like money scheme. It's a money scheme for him, I think. It's a money scheme for him. But it's in my price range, $47. And even Roberto said, our Guruji of the channel, he said, hey man, that's an investment. You made an investment. Doing research for the show, for the community, for the congregation. I'm testing it out so you don't have to. I should do all the scams. I should do every scam. I test it out so you don't have to. Leah says, oh my God, delete Tinder. You're right. What is Tinder? It's garbage. Hinge is where it's at. Hinge is the classy. Come on. If you can't make a custom made, like, interesting remark, let's not even give you the match. Enough of this. I'm not even hot enough to be on Tinder. You know how hot you have to be as a guy? Just don't even use it. Like, nobody's looking at me. They're not showing me to the girls. Whatever on the Tinder algorithm, they're just like, listen, you just do the math on this, right? Like, there's 10 million thirsty ass dudes, and there's like 2 million girls. So we can't show you to, like, you know what I mean? There's not enough volume. Like, there's just too much volume for the amount of girls. So, like, we're not going to show you. Dude, if you're not an 8 as a dude, if you're not an 8, just delete it. Enough of it. Still, like, nobody sees your picture. Nobody's seeing your picture. That's the only way it could be. I'm not getting any matches. Come on. They are always trying to get me up for money. That's what I'm saying. They're always trying to make me get money, give them money. Urena Bruce says, dude, are your pics tight? Homie, listen, I get what you're saying. And look, Tinder actually has been very successful for me in the past. I do enjoy it. But at the same time, I think I'm just getting old, right? Because it's not like I'm gonna lose confidence in myself. Because I know what you mean. It's like I've always been like, Tinder's fine. I think I'm aged out. I think it's too much. You know what I mean? I have to meet people in person now. And people are so much hotter if you meet them in person anyway. Oh my God. You know what's crazy is I'm staying at a Patel. I'm in a Patel side room. I don't know if y'all have told you guys that time. Like, I don't have my Canadian Screen Award here, but what I do have is Taste of India Award 2011. I don't even know why they have this. They own like a store on the beach here. They rent out bikes. My parents own the catering company, but 2011 Taste of India Award. Oh, Taste of India could be like, these guys have good taste. No, it's a food thing. Come on. What are they? I'll ask her about that. And of course, the reading takes you places. First grade, W.T. Cook Elementary School. Boom, bing, bang. That's nice. That's good to teach kids. They got a genie lamp, and they got well, you have to have the book. It's a reading award. No, but you know what I was going to tell you is that even Roberto was telling me, oh, just how silly you get with the algorithm, YouTube algorithm. So I was just talking to Roberto about the channel and like how at here at the drip, we got to switch everything over to hold on, let me put these comments up while we do a little initial chit chat. Also, I'm gonna play some music for you guys. Just give me a second. Hold on a second. Let's get some music. Let's get some. You know what? Listen. Sorry. While we're settling in, while we're getting everyone in, it's only 10 o'clock right now. Actually, that was all just pre-talk. That was all just bonus jokes, by the way. Whatever, any jokes I got in there, that's bonus. But listen, while you're here, grab a drink, help yourself, smoke a joint. It's 10 o'clock. I mean, it's Monday. Do whatever, you know what I mean? If you got to work in the morning, that's fine too. That's fine too. Little sativa, and we could do a little sleep here tonight too. Not sativa, sorry, indica. You want to do a little indica? Have a little sleep? You have a little drink with BabaJi? Help yourself. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Help yourself. Help yourself. And I'm going to help you do some music here. This is from Cyber Dream. Incredible music. I actually play this in my meditation class, which a couple of announcements around that. First of all, I did want to say thanks everyone for coming to meditation yesterday. That's very cool that you all come to that. I see some familiar names. Urane's been a bunch. Urane Brew, thanks for coming. You know, but Tony Detien, I mean, you could have been, whatever. Tony Detien says, yes, finally, I've been waiting since 11. No, you know what happened? Let me tell you what happened today. I've been living here, right? My cousin's place. I'm in the Patel side room. I'm in a Patel side room here. And I've been here for a week. A couple of days ago, and they rip here. It's wild. Like, they go in this store on the beach. Like I said, they rent bikes. It's like, it could be like a TV show. It could be a sitcom. Because they were telling me, like if someone tries to jack the bikes, they'll run. Like my niece is telling me she's run after people, stood in front of the thing, just been like, where'd you get the paperwork for this? This is our bike. Like that. Dad's chased people down for like jacking a couple of beers, like someone's like trying to steal beers. He goes after it. That's it. He's going after him. That's it. He's going, that's it. No. Call the police too sometimes you gotta call the cops. That's fine too. But he's not just gonna let someone get away with. I'm like, bro, it's like $20 worth of beer? He's like, no. The principle. I think this guy, like, he's like chasing people down all over up into the boardwalk, finds them, catches them, and then I think he doesn't press charges though. That's the honor of it. That's the Patel honor. He just says, this is not good for you. Why don't you start a business? Why don't you do something like this? That's what I think he's doing. He's just getting the beers back, and he's like, it's not the money, and I don't want to put him in jail. No. What's the stealing? It's unacceptable. Start a business. That's what happens, dude. It's Patel-Enomics. You got to. This is how everyone's. No, but American family is like next level. It's like so. I mean, it's America, baby. It's America, right? Like, it takes balls to leave India, right? And then to go to Canada. But then from Canada, I remember they were in Canada before. And when they said, we're going to rip and dip. That's it. They just came down here, started businesses. Just like 5 years in from being from India or 10 years in from being from India, they're like, you know what? Canada, the profits aren't fat. The profits aren't fat. It's not fat enough, the profits. Government's taking money. The Patel says, no, I need a friendlier environment for a Patel. And this in America really is it. I got to move here. I got to move to this undisclosed location. I'm not saying that I'm in America. I'm not saying I'm in America. Listen, don't worry about where I'm in. I'm in a Patel. I'm in a Patel family side room. Okay. Taste of India Award 2011, just like that. Vidit Naik, fat, sick. Thanks for coming, man. Edwin Flores, our gas went down to $4. Well, that's good. Oh, so that kind of ruins my lead story, though, eh, Edwin Flores? Because I did want to talk about this oil thing, because I remember I saw this documentary and I have some very interesting stuff to say about the oil issue. I have some Patel-Enomics tips on that too. But anyway, let's keep it going. Mr. Q says, BabaJi, you so small on screen. I know, right? But this is more appropriate, I think. I think I'm appropriately sized. Can I trust Mr. Q? I mean, clearly his whole name is some kind of, he's trying to bait me into saying the first one and the last one, Mr. Q, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. Okay? Not gonna get me. Now you're saying I look tiny on the screen, so I'm just gonna move closer to the screen. Let's keep going. You're here, brood. That can be really dangerous. Some people have nothing to lose. Right? That's what I said. Urain, this is the Patel does business like the warrior goes to the thing. You know what I mean? We're doing it honorably. We are honorable warriors in the market. I'll tell you one thing that I haven't seen yet. And most of our parents are pretty like cutthroat with money. But one thing I haven't seen the from the Patels, I'm saying in general. While the business ethic is tight, I feel like they're good at business. I haven't seen like really unethical businesses. It's a lot of like stores and like motels, hotels, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, listen, when you got it sometimes, I guess, right? And that's fine. But yeah, running them down, I know, I did. That's the principles of it. They're pure business, and that's fine, and that's it. They can't take this kind of like insult to the business. Yeah, that's fine. Amish, I noticed a George Mason banner in your room. That's where I'm studying right now. Is your sis family member an alum? Patriots? Mason Patriots? I will confirm that and get back to you. Thank you, Jay Gabru. That would be interesting, eh? I got to come back here. It's beautiful here where I'm at right now. Undisclosed location. Tony Detienne. God is great. All is forgiven. It's always God, family, then business in that order. God, family, business. God, family, business. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. In that order. Yeah, no, it should be like that. That's how we feel more, I feel like. The parents were almost like business first. It's weird. It's like family, business, family, business. God was definitely third for the Patels. I'll say that. Like, I can tell you something. God says, why I pay God money? Why I pay God? No. They're not even donating to the temples. I remember where we live in Brampton, there's like a lot of Punjabi families, and I'd go to the Gurudwara, which is their temple, and they would drop 20s. And I remember one time I was a kid, I went with my mom. My mom's gonna faint. She said, oh, they're putting 20s. My mom's like, some of these people have no money and they're putting in 20s. They're putting in 50s. Oh my God, she's putting in a 50. My mom's just talking shit in the Sikh temple. Not talking shit, but just like, she was dumbfounded. She was like, oh my God. She was like looking at people like, I know them. They don't have any money. $50? We're talking, it's like 1989 or something. It's 1990. $50. They're dropping it. And my mom's losing her mind. One time we went to, even the first time we went to a Punjabi wedding, they're like, even right now, I'm here where I'm at. There's a dance, right? And the dance was amazing. We didn't go throw money at them. You know, it's just not, we don't do it. It's fine. That's fine. We don't do it. Sikh wedding, they'll have a dance crew come in. It rips. And then as it's ending, these guys will come in and just $20, $50, $20. It's almost like a showing off thing. They come out onto the dance floor, they dance a little, they dance with the money, they dancing, dance. They come in hard like that. Like, you guys ripped, take a tip, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? They have the culture there like that. So anyway, God before family business, family, God. That's Patel-Enomics, buddies. I'm sorry. Joshua Mowdy, thanks for coming, man. College youngsters today, just hook up, no strings. Friends with benefits. If they like you, just the new way of doing things. Are we in is someone having a conversation about that? Or Joshua, you just coming in trying to get something off your chest? What's happening here? Nobody even said anything about this. Oh, Tinder, because we're talking about Tinder. I was like, damn. I thought this guy just came in with that. Like, I was like, dude, we need to bring this guy on the show now? You know what I'm saying? We could do a call-in if it's like that, dude. We could do a call-in. I mean, even this comment, it's a lot. Let's just cool it with these like weird cultural theories. Why does everyone have to make these theories? Oh, now this feminism, now they're not gonna have sex anymore. Just stop it. People are having sex. Don't be crazy. That's it. That's cancel culture. No more sex. Can't do it. It's illegal. No, it's not. People are doing it. It's fine. It's fine. You just gotta, you know. I mean, really, no. Just don't, you know, like, people are pretty. College youngsters today just hook up. No strings. Friends with benefits if they like you. Just a new way of doing things. Joshua! Where's this coming from? You wanna have a talk? You wanna come on? This is a congregation. We can talk. If you need to come on and just have it out. Just say, listen, man. I was with one girl and I thought I was going somewhere, and then she doesn't call back, and then I thought I was this girl and things were going well, but she's with another guy now. So I'm like, yes. We could have that. We would love to hear that. No, I wouldn't make fun of you though. I'm just saying, like, really anyone. I think that's a good call-in show. I don't like how this Kevin Samuels, he does these call-in shows where women call in and he just rips some dudes and ladies. Dudes and dudettes. You know what I'm saying, my dudes and dudettes? Of my congregation. Dudes, dudettes, bi dudes, trans dudes, whatever it is, man. It's an all-inclusive place. Tony Detienne, yes, finally, I've been waiting since 11. Right, so today, my sister, I'm at my sister's house. She asked me, she was just saying a couple days ago, like, I want to grow the plants in the back, and then they just grow up those little things. And I was like, you want to put up a little lattice here? I said, you want to put up a little lattice here? I got you. I'll put up a lattice. Let's go. Let's get it. You know what? I got to show you the lattice. I put it up today. It's pretty tight. I got to say, it's pretty tight. I really should have shared. I should have put this on the computer first, but you know what? God is great. It's fine. Here we go. No, so it's been a busy day. I'm surprised I'm even getting one of these in. I can't believe I'm getting one in. No people found around you. And God is great. Oh. It's coming. I made a beautiful little vine. I'm actually like such a great guy, actually. If you think about it. Show open. Let's go. Let me share this with you. Look at this. This is what I did today. That's it. You know, they just had wood sitting around. I just cut bing, bang. I just cut it up, whatever. I said, get the lattices. I told her to get the lattice. No, I went with her too, actually. I went with her. There's two sizes. So we had to pick a lattice. I was like, okay, let's go. We bing, bang. We get the lattice, banged it out. Couple hours, banged it out. Also went to yoga. That's on me. But I have to do yoga just to stay like loosey goosey for y'all. So did the yoga and and I did a call for this pod fest I'm going to in Florida. And by the way, I have to actually tell you all about this pod fest I'm going to in Florida. It's like May 26th to 29th. And you like, I think I can get you up. They're saying that we can bring people to come in, and it's got to be someone that's like listens to the podcast for real and like they felt good about something. It's like a positive story podcasting thing. Basically, if you ever did scam rehab, or if you want to do a scam rehab, let's do a call and then maybe we can meet over there and they'll pay for stuff. I think I got to get all the details. Listen, I had to get a COVID test too. I'm getting on a flight tomorrow. But yeah, once I get back home, I think it's going to be daily rips on the show. And then, yeah, like I said, the tracksuit, got to do the tracksuit merch, I'm saying. And then if some people want to get a hoodie, get a hoodie. Some people want to get just the pants, get the pants. It's fine. BabaJi thinks you should get the whole thing. But if you want to get one or you want to get the other, that's fine. But we got to come up with a slogan this week. We'll figure out a slogan this week. I think it should be me like this. Rip and dip. No, dip, rip, drip, rip and dip. You know, I was thinking if my head's exploding and it's like almost like source, it's like the source energy is coming into my head. And then as I'm talking, it says drip, and then it's like dripping off of that even. That's so egotistical though, right? Like that's like so... I'm channeling source. I'm a vessel for source. Thanks for coming, everyone. I appreciate you. You're loved. Leah, Diligent Dabber, Joshua Mowdy. I'm so hot though. I'm pretty sure I'd be recommended to get to girls though. Recommend to girls though. Joshua Mowdy says, I'm so hot though. Dude, are your pics tight? Yeah, no, you're right. That's a good point. Are my pics tight? Honestly, they are actually. No, they're pretty tight. And they're accurate. I don't like this. I'm not a catfisher. And I don't like this lying about the age thing. I do find that's, I've thought about hiding. Oh, when I pay, I do hide. And I go back and forth between hiding and not hiding. Honestly, it doesn't make a difference. I got to say, last 2 years, Tinder, I think it's got to be the programming. It's got to be the age. I think it's the age. But maybe I'm being negative, and maybe that's why y'all are here. You guys, listen, you are the congregation, but really, you're the congregation and I'm the Guruji. But individually, I am your Guruji. But as a collective, you are my Guruji. You know what I'm saying? We are learning this together. And I appreciate you. You are loved. God is great. And let's rip our first topic, honestly, because we do have to talk about this oil crisis. And I think someone in the comments said that oil prices are back down to $4. Damn it. This is the story that I was coming in with today. And then you guys come out and you say, oh, the prices went down. How did the prices go down? How do you go? I mean, I made the thumbnail in the morning. I make a thumbnail in the morning and you think it'll be relevant still by the evening. No, that's it. That's it. This one's done. Look at this. My whole YouTube recommended. There's not even a single video about it. There's a killer in the house. I think that's THERE, no? But that's probably what he's making fun of. Sick. Oh my God, I haven't seen this yet. Not a single one. Not a single. Honestly, the gas prices are back to normal, aren't they? That's it. That's all it takes. Gas price, California. 2 weeks ago. 2 days ago. That's good.
I think it's unfair.
It's terrible.
That's how most people feel about.
What is news? It's just, I guess these oil price things, I did see a video about this. They just make up like it's like the news has to just make up stuff for the news cycle. So they'll be like, the gas price is gonna crash, it's gonna go up. Gas price is going up. And then sometimes I remember I saw this one where like the gas price went down even once. To their credit, even that they went around and they were just interviewing people and they were like, well, usually I don't get ice cream after work, but now that they're just, what are these stupid things? I hate these local news. It's so dumb. First of all, if the gas prices are back down now, I'm like, this is all hooey. Okay, it's all hooey. But I don't like that they just turned gas prices into news. But no, I swear to God, I saw one like that too, where the gas prices went down and then they even went around and asked. And then it's just a bunch of people being like, yeah, it's pretty great, actually. Like, it's like, this isn't a story, though. You couldn't think of a better story? Like, this is all you could think of. They just went around. They had like 4 different people at the gas pump, just give them like a different, like, well, my gym is across town, and now that the gas price is low, I can finally afford to go more often, and I'm actually losing weight, and I think I'm gonna get back together with my ex-wife and really turn life around. Like, shut up, dude. It's not happening. They always have to make it out like one person always makes it out like my whole life is turning around. These guys do it too. They're just like, but it does get sad when gas prices go too high, because then it's like it hurts the working man.
Gas prices these days, but for those of us here in California, it's even more frustrating knowing while our prices continue to rise, the rest of the country has seen theirs go down.
Very frustrated.
California's broken. We've been talking about this on the show forever. California, I'm worried about them. It really makes the lefties look bad, doesn't it? It really makes the lefties look like a bunch of idiots right now. That's what they're doing. They're making it all look dumb because it's like that's the place where they did everything and then it's all bankrupt. And this is it. Obviously, it's got to be more complicated than that. But I just don't see how we're going to blame this on the Republicans. You know what I mean? It's like you've been in charge. You're in charge. You've been in charge. Like, come on, guys.
Sure, I'm not working.
According to AAA, the national average for a gallon of regular gas is $4.27, 6 cents cheaper than it was a week ago. In California, it's $5.80, 8 cents more compared to the same time period. In San Diego, it's even higher.
The average price for a gallon is $5.83, and that's 3 cents more than yesterday.
AAA spokesperson Anjay Venegas says the national drop has to do with declining crude oil prices. But here in California, the Torrance refinery recently had a power outage, which increased wholesale gas prices. She points to additional factors as well.
Summer blend gasoline, as we know, that's more expensive to produce and also to distribute, and also high demand.
Meanwhile, Charles Langley with the Public Watchdog Group says there's more to it than that, including having a less competitive distribution and retail market compared to other states.
The refineries in California right now are taking massive profits. And they are able to do that because they're not as competitive as they could be.
Oh my God, it's not even Ukraine? This is 100% Russia. How is this not Putin's fault? Hello, am I missing something here? Can someone tell me in the comments? Like, I thought gas prices were supposed to go up because Putin attacked Ukraine. Am I missing something? What's going on here?
On top of that,
California's broken. It's just internal California corruption, basically. Not corruption, just like a moral corruption in how everything's going down and how they're doing business, obviously. A moral corruption in how they're doing business.
Langley says our state and local taxes are largely to blame.
There are 2 major taxes on gasoline in this state, both of which are about 50 cents. At the state level, we pay about 50 cents in excise taxes and then percentage-based taxes. But at the local level, we pay about 10% of our total gallon of gas cost goes to local governments.
Wow. Well, California screwed up. This is San Diego. Mystery surcharge. Wow, this is such a typical, like, honestly, we look like idiots right now. As a liberal, as a self-proclaimed liberal, we look so stupid. Oh, excuse me. Like, such a just like what a Republican stereotype would be. Oh, there's it was the taxes. California's broken, and I'll tell you, the Patels don't like it either. You know, in California, I think what these guys are doing in Virginia, where like someone steals something and they just chase them down the street. California, I don't think you're allowed to do that in California. No, it's no place for a Patel. I'm not going. That's letting people steal is an attack on my community. Are you crazy? Anyway, that's even another silly thing. What's this mystery? Let's watch this one.
And if gas prices have you fuming these days, you might be surprised at part of what you're paying.
If gas prices have you fuming these days, off the rip, this guy. This guy's a classic news anchor, though. Like, I like the suit. I like the whole thing. Look at that 7-pin. Glasses are tight. Hair's tight. Man. Imagine I start making more money than this guy. He's going to feel like an idiot, right? He's going to feel like such a dumb. Hey, everyone, make sure you support the Ashram. Make sure you're supporting the Ashram, telling your friends, watching every episode, doing your karmas, like, subscribe. The like, you got to all just jack up the likes. Maybe sign into 2 or 3 accounts and jack up the likes. You know what I'm saying? Let's really bump that like number, because honestly, then algorithm know to tell whole community, well, look, everyone here at our community, everyone has to go. That's how they know. Man, I didn't even tell you the thing about Roberto that Roberto was telling me about YouTube algorithm. We were just talking about fixing up like the algorithm, the just some what's it called, the finance stuff, and and I just told him, like, I switched my YouTube Plus account, like whatever the Plus account is. I have a YouTube Premium. I was like, I'm going to switch my YouTube Premium to this account, just to let YouTube know that, hey, I love the company, I support the company. And Roberto's like, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's probably, that'll help. Yeah. Even Roberto's like, yeah, why not? You know what I mean? This is a community, support it. Let's be here and let them know. It's almost like another thing you can say to them, like when they flag one of my videos. I'm like, if I finally talk to someone at YouTube, I can say, excuse me, I have been a creator and a YouTube Premium subscriber for this much time, and I would appreciate it if someone gave me a little customer service. It could help. Anyway, let's continue this. Honestly, California, like, you look like idiots. Oh, what happened in California? What caused this debacle? Oh, extra tax. It's Fox News wrote it. You're walking into their traps. It's unacceptable.
At the pump has to do with a mystery surcharge that went into effect years ago and never went away. First, take a look at prices in LA County, where it is now costing an average of $5.90 per gallon to fill up. That's up a dime since last week. And Eyewitness News reporter Emmy is live with more.
How are they not blaming it on Putin, though? Like, I thought the powers that be had enough power to just be like, okay, just say Putin did it. Because I feel like that, or is that what's happening on the mainstream media, on the national channels? But now, because we're on 2 local channels here, and these local channels, I don't think they're getting the top ranking notes. You know what I mean? The political correctness note or whatever, not political correctness, but like they're not getting the note of like, look, just blame it all on Putin. We don't want an uprising. There could be a gas uprising. Pay attention. Take
surcharge that we've all been paying for even before gas prices went sky high. Amy.
And David, this isn't going to make people feel any better. In addition to the high prices, taxes, and fees, we're paying an additional surcharge for gas. And the question is, where is all that money going? California drivers know that gasoline is much more expensive in the Golden State than anywhere else in the nation. And they know the cost of fuel is pumped up by state taxes. But there's also an extra 30 cents added to the price of a gallon of gas, and no one can explain why.
This mystery gasoline surcharge is just going to suppliers. We don't know what it's paying for. We don't know who's getting the money.
Professor Severin Bornstein, director of the Energy Institute at the University of...
Open corruption. Stealing from the public. Openly stealing from the public. These people are out of control, man. And then the Republicans, well, what are they going to say? What are they going to say? They say, oh, no, they beat it up. Oh, who? A mystery tax. This is a nightmare. Well, how could you do this? And you know, I'll tell you, this is a very cultural episode we're doing today. Patels have been saying for years, don't leave the house unless you have 3 errands. Why? Because gas too expensive. Stupid. And this is where we are now. What got us there? The liberal in California. Let's continue.
California Berkeley says that 30 cents a gallon is costing California drivers about $4 billion a year. He says the surcharge was tacked on after a disastrous 2015 fire at the Torrance refinery in Southern California.
After the Torrance refinery fire in 2015, our prices went way up relative to the rest of the country, and they never came back to the same relationship.
Experts say California's higher prices are due to a combination of factors, including gas taxes and the cost of making cleaner gasoline. The state is also a fuel island, meaning it does not receive any supplies through interstate pipelines. An effort started a few years ago to investigate the mystery surcharge, but that effort was abandoned due to a lack of progress. As gas prices continue to skyrocket, Bornstein says it's time to solve the mystery.
It's costing Californians about $4 billion a year. It seems that spending a few $1 million to figure it out would be a wise expenditure.
Some states have
A few $1 million to figure out who's charging the tax? Did I hear that correctly though? There you have to just... I don't know, man. If I was getting jacked, like if you get jacked, you kind of feel like now I gotta spend more money to figure it out. Where did the mystery tax come from? What? Come on, that can't be it. Let's watch a little more. Come on.
Experts say California's higher prices are due to a combination of factors, including gas taxes and the cost of making cleaner gasoline. The state is also a fuel island, meaning it does not receive any supplies through interstate pipelines. An effort started a few years ago to investigate the mystery surcharge, but that effort was abandoned.
You're out of control, California. You're out of control. You're not America anymore. You just had a mystery tax appeared in your state. A mystery tax. And you can't figure out who charged the tax? And you got to spend $4 to $5 million to figure out who charged the tax? This is such a funny, silly thing, dude.
Due to a lack of progress. As gas
Look
prices
like idiots. Look like idiots. They did a study until they looked at... They're just so dumb, dude. It's a bunch of grown-ups. They're looking at the budget like, just... All right, well, that's... Oh, that's the tax. And you're like, what? Who pay? Like, you're grown up. And you don't even the government doesn't know. Mystery tax. This is the deep state. Is it deep state or is it like a corporation that's like, okay, give us a... You know what it probably is? This is going to be so sad at the end of this. It's going to be some green energy shit. No, and I'm a liberal. This is what I mean. Don't take this as me saying, this is me saying like, listen, everyone needs notes. I'm a writer. I need notes. My writing can't improve without notes. Me and my writing partner right now, we write for TV show. We just finished our second pitch for a TV show. We are excited to just get the notes. We are excited to get the notes. And I remember even the other show that we're writing, such a tight show, honestly. But the people that are paying us to write it, they gave us a bunch of notes. And it's just common sense to us. We're just like, yeah, we'll do all of these notes. They're all good notes. There was no note that was like, change the fundamental meaning of the show. The notes are all just like little tune-ups. Almost always. Sorry, I'm burping. Is it the candy making me burp? Almost all notes, honestly, they're pointing to an issue in a script. I think it's better to just take all notes. You don't have to take it like what they tell you to do. They don't actually tell you what to do. Usually, if they're giving you good notes, they just say, here's the thing, like this character, we thought it was kind of weird that they said this to this character on the second scene, because in the third scene, this happens. They'll give notes like that. And you're like, almost always you'll go into that. And then there's going to be like another joke. Like you can literally just fix that problem, which is like, okay, maybe there's not enough familiarity from here to there. You know what I mean? Like it's every note's good. Honestly, I know it sounds crazy. Listen, if you work with shitty people, I guess every note is maybe shitty, because if you work with people who don't know what they're doing, then every note, sometimes each note will contradict itself. They'll like ask for notes and they'll be like, no, I like it like that. No, but what if you did that? Like they just can't finish. But these people, they execute. The people that I'm writing my TV show with, or the people that are funding my TV show, original kids TV show that I'm writing. Yeah, I'm a Canadian Screen Award winner. It's fine. It's fine. I also got into the Banff Film Festival in Alberta this year. It's fine. Don't worry about all that. The point is, I did have something related to this on this. Wait a minute. Where did it go? What happened? Mystery surcharge. Oh, the point is, the only way to become better as a writer is if you get notes. You need notes. If you treat a note, instead of taking the note as like a fight, because I know some people, they do that. They get notes and they treat it as a fight. If you get notes and you say, no, each note is a learning opportunity. I'm telling you, it's like that. And this could be my loving kindness training that has taught me that. But anyway, the point is, what I'm saying to California is that California, and maybe liberals as a whole, you need improvement. You need to work on it. Take some notes. Take some notes.
Continue to skyrocket. Bornstein says it's time to solve the mystery.
It's costing Californians about $4 billion a year. It seems that spending a few $1 million to figure it out would be a wise expenditure.
But why? Can't you just see that, like, okay, where's this money going? Which account is the money going to? How about that? Problem solved. Hey, pay me $4 million. What's this? We gotta spend $4 to $5 million to figure out who charged this mystery tax. What is this mystery tax? We look like idiots right now. No, that's the issue. And that's the issue. Let's continue this.
Some states have suspended gas taxes, but it doesn't look like California lawmakers will follow that lead. They defeated a bill to do the same.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.
Damn. This guy's tight. I do like this guy. You know who's actually not, like, I gotta say, not pulling his weight on the end card, on the YouTube end card. I gotta say, I'm sorry, but, and I don't want to sound like I'm partisan, but at the end of these, is this Fox? Yeah. The Sean Hannity outro, I'm sorry, but it's not good enough. Let's watch it.
The amount of money she can raise.
Great point. Great point.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else. To subscribe to Fox.
She can raise.
Great point. Great point.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.
I mean, it's okay. It's fine.
And if gas prices have you fuming these days,
Up on Fire TV, ABC7 Los Angeles, clicking the subscribe button.
This guy had, it's like a song. No, the Sean Hannity one was fine, actually. I don't know why I thought it was so bad. You know what? I hate to, now I got to retract. But no, this guy's tight, though.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel. And download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.
Wow. That's good. I like that. That's a good one. Oh my God. What's this mystery tax, though? Okay, come on. Let's do one more mystery tax. Okay, California gas prices climb as natural. Okay, this is going to be another.
It's 5:14 here on Mornings on 2. Gas prices here in California.
Fox too. So Fox is better be on top of this shit. ABC's on top of it. Fox, you better be on top of this.
California are getting more expensive, even as the rest of the country is getting some relief. According to AAA, the average price has dropped in the last week to $4.27 a gallon. That's not the case here. As we know, prices in California continue to creep up every day, with the average price now at $5.80 a gallon, and that is up 8 cents from a week ago. The skyrocketing price of gas has some state lawmakers looking for ways to ease the burden on Californians by putting some cash back in our pockets. Assembly Democrats gathered on the steps of the Capitol offering a $400 check.
This is insane. It's like there's a mystery gas tax, right? And the only solution I'm hearing right now is just spend $4 to $6 million researching where the tax is going. We look like idiots. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm a liberal. Ask them. Ask the community. Ask the congregation. What is Amish liberal? I'm so liberal. We look like idiots. What's a mystery tax? And then these guys, they're just, Listen, I'm sorry, the gas is so expensive. Here's $500. Just don't charge the tax. Hello? This is just government. I mean, this is exactly what they want at Fox News. You know that? This is exactly what they want at Fox News. I can't believe this isn't getting play on those morning shows, because this commentary that I'm doing right now, like, where is it on YouTube? Like, maybe we're cutting edge. I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing the most cutting edge conservative commentary, but like, where are the conservatives? How are they now losing their minds over this mystery tax? They should be out protesting. They should start a trucker protest over this. What's a mystery tax? Who is it going to?
Sometime in the spring, Democrats say they want to use part of the state's $65 billion plus surplus and pay it up front.
The idea here is to deliver direct and immediate relief to California consumers who are feeling pain at the pump.
And it'll go far in helping with price increases, not only at the pump, but at the grocery store and on our utility bills.
Democrats say the $400 rebate is equivalent to a one-year gas tax.
Even, this is how you know Patels are conservative. Every time these Democrats, like, they do announcements like this, all my brown people, my family, they just go, just stupid, giving money. Oh, here, take money. Stupid, liberal, stupid.
Tax holiday. Republicans, however, want to suspend the gas tax altogether. The governor has another idea for a rebate, but that has not been outlined yet.
No. What's this mystery gas tax? It's unacceptable, guys. We look like idiots. Like, what are we doing? Gas prices soar. $6 per gallon. Gas forcing stations to close on West Coast. That's 9 years ago. Oh, come on. You see, this is the first thing that we all got to understand about this whole gas prices thing. It is a big bunch of hoopla. It is a little bit of hoopla. Let's give 30% of this issue to hoopla. Because the fact that 9 years ago, they're making it sound like Biden invented this. This happened 9 years ago too. Let's check this.
Let's turn to those skyrocketing gas prices that are crushing so many American families. They're also putting a major dent to the president's approval ratings. And tonight, a new warning. All that high-priced fuel is now a target for thieves. Here's ABC's Deirdre Bolton.
Tonight, the urgent warnings from police departments across the country. Be on the lookout for thieves stealing gas from cars, and in some cases...
Here we go. California. Like, it just keeps getting worse, doesn't it? What are you doing over there? What's going on over there? And ABC's covering it. Not even Fox News. Who says that these guys are all liberal? Like, they should be, ABC should be ignoring this and making it sound like California's great. California's great. There's bathrooms for all genders, and there's this and that. Like, that's what they should be doing. Instead, ABC's covering this. What's Fox News doing? They sloppy.
Right from the gas station. Authorities in Houston looking at this video where thieves allegedly stole nearly 1,000 gallons of diesel directly from underground storage tanks.
The van drives on top of the fuel tank. That's all you see. No one comes out. They have a trap door inside there.
Wow. That's a mission, dude. Honestly, I kind of like missions like that. I don't know if I could do it, but we do light versions of that as a family. Like, I remember if someone put something on sale and they had a limit 4 per family, we would go with like 2 families, and then all with kids, everything, and everyone separate lineups and just take it all. You know, that was our scam. That's how far we went. But it was a heist feeling. It was exciting. We'd get in the car, we're like, all right, let's go have some ice cream now. And let's go. You know what I mean? 200 boxes of Tide detergent, and we saved $4. Let's go have ice cream. This is the culture. I don't know. It's bad though. No, we give them shit now though. Now that we've grown up, we're like, you got to stop this. Like, you're millionaires. Excuse me. These are the same people, by the way, that for 10 years have been saying, if you need to leave the house, if you need to run errands, run 3 errands and then you leave the house. Why? Gas too expensive.
Vehicle, which is crazy.
In Atlanta, police arresting this man after an officer allegedly spotted him stealing gas from cars. These reports coming as gas prices hit an all-time high, an average of $4.33 per gallon nationally. Right now, California has the highest prices in the country.
Yo, has anyone? Okay, how hard? I want to see how hard the audience is. Has anyone in the audience ever done one of those? And then you got to take it out of your mouth and put it in the thing. Has anyone done that? I've done it. I've had to do it. And I remember like a little gas hit my mouth. I was like, I was like that. I was like, it's poison. It's poison. It's so gross, man. Some people just do it, no problem. They're just like, that's it. Hello, Christian Gulshoe says, hello. The people in California voted for these people. Jacob Rue. Yeah, they did. Did they? I mean, it seems very corrupt, but it does seem like a Republican could just never win there, maybe. Well, Schwarzenegger, but he was one of their Hollywood sinners. Yeah, so it stands. Cyber Turk, 30% less than normal. Mac 23806. Yeah, I saw this, and they even had a lookout too. Sick. Calvin Pocorni, ice cream. It's true. Joshua Mowdy. Everyone together. Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark. That's always a winner. Joshua, what's going on with you, dude? Just, it's fine. See, this guy, Josh, like first he was mad at girls, and now he's clearly like, it's like he wanted to have a kid or something, and now he's like, baby shark. That would be so sad if you're just like old and you just start like, I always wanted children, baby shark, baby shark, and you just do it alone over and over again. I always wanted children. Cybdrig, we pay federal taxes to artificially keep prices 30% more than normal. Gas should be $7 a gallon naturally, but we pay for it in every paycheck. Well, that's the next thing that I wanted to come down to, Cybertruck, because you do pay for it in every paycheck. You pay for it. You pay for it with the, the military industrial complex. You got to pay for it because they're over there attacking those countries. They're over there attacking those countries where most of the oil was coming from for a while. And that's actually part of what I wanted to show y'all. Nah, they can't. Larry Elder tried and they called him a white supremacist Trump supporter. So they stuck with Newsom. Jacob Root. Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys think of Larry Elder? I mean, he is like a conservative dad kind of views, like Kevin Samuels too. Like they're very like conservative. It is conservative, even though they say like no, I'm just normal. It's like you technically it is just say conservative. I can't believe even like Jordan Peterson will be like, no, don't call me conservative. How dare you call me conservative? It's like dude, everything you're saying is conservative. Just make it easier. You know what I mean? And I think it is conservative. It is like trying to like keep things back in a way. I do find that Larry Elder has that kind of an attitude though. I do find Larry Elder has that kind of, he has that kind of like, I don't know. Like he's like, you know what I heard him say, Larry Elder? This is why I wouldn't vote for him. Not that I even could vote for him, but this is why I feel like people like him kind of like, they're like, I don't think he should be canceled, but I do think it's legitimate concern when he's running for office, but here's the other thing though, is that now looking at what California is right now, it's like maybe anything would have been better. Fine, fair enough. Maybe anything would have been better than this Newsom because he is, yeah. But I remember I saw him years ago on, what's it called? What's the show called? Years ago, I saw him on, what's that dumbass show? It's like the gay guy who has a podcast, and he made he basically opened every episode with like, hey, I'm gay. Is it David Rubin? I'm David Rubin. I'm gay, and I used to be a liberal, but now I'm a conservative because the liberals have gone too far. And when will their cancel culture end? And I can't live anymore. And even as a gay man, I said, enough is enough, and I'm going conservative. He opened every episode with a monologue like that. I think it's called the Rubin Report, maybe. Anyway, I saw this Larry Elder on it, and I thought he was doing some very negative propaganda, kind of like what Kevin Samuels does, where it's like these it's like these weird theories and about black people too, and they're black. I don't want to hear it. I don't need. It's just. It sounds like I know. Okay. They're like Thomas Sowell too. Thomas Sowell is very cool, but there's a lot of brown people like this too. Like my family, it is like a bunch of old Indian men just saying the most racist shit about brown people. Like basically saying like we'd be better off if the British never left. We have no management. Like I was telling you guys like last week, my brother-in-law comes from India. Like cousin's brother-in-law, whatever. My cousin's husband comes from India. He's running a water treatment plant in Canada. A water treatment plant for like an official Canadian government. He runs the water treatment plant as a business owner, not as like, yes, I work for. No, he came in as a contractor. He bought the contract to do like that's how like the level he's operating on. He has his MBA and engineering and all this stuff. He's like very legit, very smart. But I'm at his house and we're talking about British whatever, and British imperialism, and there's like this automatic like need to defend them and just say Amish. Without a British, there is no management. And I'm like, guy, you run the water treatment plant in Canada. So you're a manager. And he's like, yeah, he basically is like, yeah, I can do it. But most of them are dumb people and they needed to be told what to do. Like, that's basically what and he's from there. And what do you do? Right? What do you do? I'm sitting here, born, raised Canada. I'm going to give him shit. I mean, you're from there. I don't know what to tell you. But I feel like Larry Elder, Kevin Samuels, there's a third one. Thomas Sowell too. A little bit Dr. Umar Johnson, not so much. But those guys, they just have these negative. Bill Cosby used to do this too. Like Bill Cosby used to say like, oh, these, our culture's broken because these guys won't pull their pants up. These guys do that, but like, they do that. They're black thought leaders, and a big part of their thing is criticizing specifically black women. It's really weird. I don't know. It's a lot. Anyway, I was watching Larry Elder on Rubin Report, and he was basically saying how he had this theory that welfare destroyed the black family, and it's just like a propaganda thing. It's just like a thing that I've seen documentaries about this. It's like everyone does this. The rich people, they never want to pay for welfare and shit like that. So they put out this nonsense, but those guys just believe it, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty debunked, okay? Don't say I'm just brainwashed and I don't know. I know. I've looked into it. What he was saying, it's not scientific. You know what I mean? It's just like weird old theories that they believe in. And then they're just like, so they're mad if you don't believe in it with them, but they don't necessarily have proof. I mean, they're inherently things that you can't really prove anyway. You can't just make like, what's this theory? But welfare destroyed the black family. It's just like, you can, all the stuff that he was talking about, all the stuff that he referenced, even on the Rubin Report, it's all just conjecture. It's all just like, I used to say this to Stephen too. It's like, you look at economics, right? The study of economics. The study of these like philosophical theories, like economics theories, whatever. It's like half numbers, right? So it sounds official, sounds like a science, but it's like half numbers, half opinions. You'll never agree on it. Like you just inherently can't prove something I'm saying, like welfare destroyed the black family. Like, it's just not, these connections can't even be made in a society. How could you connect them? You can only have correlations. But there's a lot of people who just kind of put together those studies. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these people who say like, the Muslims are taking Europe. There goes Europe. The Muslims took Europe. And then I ask people from Europe and they're like, no, it's good. They're very nice. No, we welcome them. They're very nice people and that's okay. Like nobody cares, dude. I was telling you guys about this old conservative radio station. My mom used to listen to this guy. CFRB 1010, I think. No, not CFRB 1010, but it's like one of these like local radio stations. And the guy would come on and he just comes in ripping, like he just comes in with like, so the Muslims got 4 wives and 10 kids, but if one of our boys asks a girl on a date, he's getting canceled. What the hell's going on in the culture? What the hell's going on in the community? CFRB 1010, give me a call. Let's talk about it. It wasn't CFRB 1010. It was like another one. now they're gonna get mad. No, it wasn't them. It was like another radio station like that though. But CFRB 1010 had weird shows like that too. Like they would have more shows like they would have like a conservative guy talking about like dating or something like that, and he would just say so he would just have a questions a little milder. I'm saying CFRB 1010, like I'm just giving you an idea of what their level was. Their level was more like you know, the girl I think I heard one where he was talking about rough sex, and he was saying if you're having, give us a call if you're having rough sex, or if you've heard of anything about rough sex, because if people are having rough sex, well, I don't like it and I'm turning it off. And women were calling him and saying like, yo, I'm into it. And he'd be like, excuse me? Like he was so mad at them. But it's like, that's the level that CFRB 1010, I feel like, went on in those days. I don't know what they're still doing. They're still around, that radio station. But these have those talk radio shows like that, where like he'd have some opinion piece, and then people call in and he'd just like kind of argue with them, and well, let's try to come to I'm glad we came to an understanding on this, because if they're having rough sex, I don't like it. I'm putting my foot down. Who's asking for it? Why is it in the community? But honestly, the amount of women that called and said, well, listen, you might be making a mistake, Bill, because I like it. And I like it, and my daughter likes it too. And we don't. Listen, it's just a pretend. It's just for fun, Bill. It's just for fun. And he just gets, I remember, I swear to God, he hung up on this woman. He just like, well, I was born in a good family and I don't want to hear it. And he just like hung up on her. I'm telling you, this is like, that's CFRB 1010. I swear to God, I heard that on there. But then my mom used to listen to the other guy who would just be like, do these like conspiracy theory rips. Like the guy rips all conspiracy rips. So he's just, the Muslims are taking Europe. So we got 10, every Muslim man is having 10 children, 4 wives, converting non-Muslim into Muslim, 4 wives, unlimited children. And then these guys are in America, they're getting a dog. Oh, you got a little pooch, you got a little chihuahua. Oh, so you're doing? Give us a call, CKTY 1818. Give us a call. Tell me what's on your mind, and let's go. First caller. Hey, Jim. So these Muslims, they're taking Europe. We know that. Then they call, and he'll still set it up a bit. Like he'll just set it up so much. Like so much of his theories. Muslims are taking Europe, but I just went to Thanksgiving. My nephew, one's a lesbian. Well, my niece is a lesbian. My nephew, him and his wife got a chihuahua. So where the hell are we going? Okay, let's take a call. CKTY 1818. Yeah, we got Jim on the line. Jim, so they took Europe. Jim, thanks for calling. So they took Europe. Germany's gone. 10 kids, like I said. And I told you my son's over here. They just got a chihuahua. My nephew over here, he just got a chihuahua. Other one's a lesbian and other one's a trans. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah. What do you think? And then the other guy would talk after that. Usually it would be someone agreeing with him. He never got anyone calling and being like, well, you know what? Like nobody called like that. That's good. Honestly, don't like, that's how they get ratings. Honestly, you're just building up the guy's show. Don't do it. It's dangerous. It's kind of like this. This is actually honestly, the height of that person's career could go to this. Could go to the Arnab Goswami guy, which I have yet to do a propaganda analysis on him, but this guy does heavy shit like that. Like this Kashmir Files thing. Oh my God. This is like just the propaganda analysis on this. Let's watch some of this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And
yells from the top. From the first jump, he yells. He doesn't come in. So, no, there's no soft stories on Republic TV.
welcome. Bollywood has been hit hard by the success of the Kashmir Files. They've realized that the people of India are sick and tired of their fake narrative.
Wow.
That they want real stories about the real India.
So basically, this is a story that it takes place in Kashmir. The movie he's talking about a movie called The Kashmir Files. This movie takes place in Kashmir. There's a lot of sectarian violence in Kashmir between Hindus and Muslims. So this movie focuses on a massacre that happened to Hindus. So what Arnab is saying right now, basically, this is the lead story. I think he's doing the full hour on this. Like we're talking about, this is his main. This is what he's doing. On March 20th, that's what he did. Yesterday, this is what he did, and he's done like 6 of these already. But anyway, this movie comes out. They're making it seem like it's a sleeper hit. They're making it seem like a sleeper hit, and then he just keeps coming out every day with these videos saying like, "Why is Bollywood so mad? Why are the Bollywood liberals unable to admit that this movie's killing it?" That's basically what these. An hour a day. He's pissed because what it does is it makes, I guess it's like sympathetic to Muslims. Sympathetic to Hindus. This movie, it's sympathetic to Hindus. So then, because Bollywood is liberal, it's basically like there's a Hindu nationalist government in India right now, right? And they're basically in the process of just taking back Kashmir. Kashmir was more of like almost like a disputed region, almost like Palestine, you could say. And Israel has been supporting India in their taking of Kashmir. And right now, they're basically doing it. Modi, the current government, he's like a Hindu nationalist, whatever, and he just wants to take it back for the Hindus, take it back to India. He's in the process of taking it back. You know what I'm saying? So I guess what's happening is right now in Bollywood, because they're liberals like Hollywood, because Bollywood's all liberal, they're going to be on the side of the Muslims, of course, because they're nice people, obviously. And they just want to be nice. Like, come on. It is a little bit like, because you're taking back the province to India, right? So it's like you won. So it's over. But at the same time, I'm not going to deny the fact, like, he's saying that there was a massacre of Hindus in Kashmir. So I'm not going to deny it. I'm like, nobody's denying it. But also nobody's saying like, I can't believe that movie's doing so well. Maybe just people aren't like so pumped about it. I don't know. But this is propaganda analysis. This is a very powerful propaganda analysis. Propaganda analysis expialidocious. Only on the drip. Because what he's doing here, I think it's all just made up in his head. I think this movie's killing it in India. Everyone loves it. But he's just coming out 5 days this week. Out of like 5 days a week, he did like 3 or 4 already. And he did one piece with all the actors and everyone in it. So he had all of them on. This is the #1 rated channel in India. He had all of them on. They all talked about it. Famous Bollywood actors. They're all there. And they're basically doing the debate, but just yelling at these people who are just people that they found who are like, well, I thought the movie was offensive a little bit to Muslims. And then they just yell at them. We'll watch it. Let's keep going.
In fact, the success of Kashmir Files, I think, is an eruption of the joy of the people in seeing a story that tells the facts as it was, as it is, with no political correctness. And that's good, viewers, because a genocide cannot be described with nuance and subtlety. The way in which Hindus were butchered and forced out of Kashmir was concealed. And the truth, when it came out, as it has in the Kashmir Files, has come out with full honesty and full force. But I ask tonight, has Bollywood learned its lesson?
Has Bollywood learned its lesson? This guy rips, man. You can't say he doesn't rip. Has Bollywood learned its lesson? He means because he's been spanking them for 5 days straight, hour a night. He's putting Bollywood over his legs, and he's saying, there was a massacre. Was there a massacre? Say there was a massacre. When the Muslims have a massacre, you say that there is a massacre. Say there's a massacre. This is what he's doing. I swear to God. Let's watch the other one, though.
Perhaps in the commercial success of the Kashmir Files, they will see a bigger financial opportunity. But that's what it is, a financial opportunity. But will they learn and correct themselves? Will they tell with authenticity the true story of India? I don't think they will. Instead, there has to be, I think, an organized emergence of new storytellers, new filmmakers, who will tell the truth about our country with a freshness that this nation demands. And that, in a sense, ladies and gentlemen, is the subject of the debate this weekend. And ladies and gentlemen, in this special edition, I want to break down the story of the Kashmir.
This is
there was a saying in our
he does. Okay, so this is the great thing about the show. I don't know if I set this up about Republic TV and Arnab Arnab specifically. So what if I told you there's a debate show? What if I told you there's a debate show? Intense debate, political debate show. But here's the twist. The host of the debate show is the host of the owner of the debate is obviously on one side of the debate. No shame about it. Just the person running the whole debate and judging it, the judge, jury, and executioner of the debate is also on one side of the debate. You'd say, how? Like, what kind of, you'd say, no, that's not the rules. That's against the rules. No, he does it. And he does it 6 nights a week. He owns the network. He does the host of the show, and he picks, like, I'm talking about, like, he just picks a team every time. He's actually really, this is a very powerful propaganda analysis, because what he's doing is he's just making the appearance of a debate, I guess, but it's all set up. It's theater. It's wild. You know what I'm saying? It really makes like Fox News look like a good show, or almost, you know what I mean? Like it makes them look like, well, they're not going that overboard. You know what I mean? Hold on. That's yesterday's. This is it. This is it. This is the level. Okay, so this was on 19th, right? His intros. Yo, can someone make me intros like this? This is.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Bollywood has been hit hard by the success of the Kashmir files. They've realized that the people of India are sick and tired of their fake narrative. That they want real stories about the real India. In fact, the success of Kashmir files, I think, is an eruption of the joy.
Okay, well, this was clearly the same clip as last time. No, listen, there's one where he had all of them on it. And it's gone, and that's fine. But listen, he's coming in, like I said, he's coming in and he's doing the first rip. So this is the debate show. This is a debate show. He not only does he pick a team, but opening monologue, he does.
Joy of the people in seeing a story that tells the facts as it was.
Not only does he do an opening monologue, but then he does it opening like segment too. So let's watch the segment.
In fact, the Prime Minister spoke about the ecosystem and the narrative. But will Bollywood wake up after the Kashmir files? Here's the story, and then we debate.
रात तक कश्मीर छोड़कर जाने को कहा।
हमारे लोग मर रहे हैं सर।
कश्मीर चल रहा है। खुलेआम कश्मीरी हिंदुओं का कत्ले।
Wow, these are big actors. Mithun Chakrabarti, big actor. Anupam Kher is in the movie, and he was on the show. He came in for debate. I couldn't believe he came in for debate. The sweetest actor you'll ever see. Just the sweetest, nicest guy. And then he's on the debate, and he's basically, I gotta say though, he didn't say anything like racist or anything. You know what he said? He kept telling people like, why didn't you watch the movie? Like all the people that were debating against the movie, saying the movie was like, it's just stoking like sectarian violence and like making people like bring up these old wounds and making people want to fight. He would say, did you watch the movie? Did you watch a complete movie? Why didn't you watch the movie? Watch it again then. No, watch it again. Settle. Hey, watch it again. Watch it. That's how he shut people down like that.
A film that has breached the 100 crore mark. A film that has moved millions. A film that has exposed the brutal truth.
Was there a targeted genocide of the...
This is him. Great actor. Such a nice guy too. Weird. I mean, but look, he's not wrong. Like there was a genocide of Hindus too. So it's like, whatever. But it is weird that he came on this show. And also he's actually not only a Bollywood actor, like so many Bollywood actors, not only is he a Bollywood actor, he also hosts a show on this channel. That's the thing. That's the thing. He legit hosts his own TV show on this channel. Hold up. It's like a news story show. It's like he interviews other Bollywood actors. It's on here. It's on here. Hold up. Anupam Kher. That's 3 years ago. I mean, they're friends. You know, they're friends. And here, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Republic World. Look, he has his own TV show on here. So he has a show on here. Then he puts out this movie. It's weird, right? Like, it is a little bit propaganda, especially when they're coming out with like, why is Bollywood so mad? I don't think they're mad. Like, their whole panel of people that they brought on, nobody from Bollywood. And like, I know who's famous in Bollywood. No, and look, they're nice people for coming in to do this debate. Honestly, I don't know why you would do this debate. They're nice people though for coming in and being like, hey, they're being so reasonable too. They're just saying like, hey, we just feel like it's stoking sectarian violence and like the people have been through so much. Do we want to keep bringing it up? Stuff like that. But Bollywood, no. And also like, they just never let them speak. Let's keep going.
The Hindu community or not? And when I ask this question, why are people being so queasy about it?
Because you are asking this question to the people who are pretending to sleep and you're trying to wake them up.
A film that is battling conspiracies as it make a few people uncomfortable.
कश्मीर फाइल फिल्म की चर्चा कर देंगे.
Wow, the PM talked about it. Wow, Kashmir file ho gayi, sab chattar ho gayi. Kashmir file. Now it does make me think it's a propaganda piece.
और जो लोग हमेशा freedom of expression के झंडे
Try to play down.
So first he did okay, so let's recap here. This is a debate show. But the guy who hosts the show, he picks a team in the debate and just openly fights for that team. Opening monologue he did. Now he did a graphic mashup of the setup of the story. So first he does a monologue repping his team. Then he does let me introduce the story. Now, all this footage of introducing the story is all footage from their network. Like, it's his network. So like, you think he would just show the movie itself, but this is all, I guess, was on his show earlier. So he's just reusing the footage. And that's why India will be number one. And that is why India will be number one. They're working on like, we're not doing this. This is insane. Like this, it really takes Fox News. Turn it up. They said, turn it up. Fox, turn it up.
Me on the first debate is, first of all, Chinmay Mandlekar is a fantastic actor. He's played the role of Bitta Karate in the Kashmir Files, and people say it's so authentic. And there it is, Madhuvanti ji is applauding him, and Madhuvanti ji, I join you in that. Great. It's difficult to play that role. Well done, Chinmay.
Thank you.
Well done. We're so proud. And with me is the very soft-spoken, gentle, subtle and nuanced Ashok Pandit. Ashok ji and I have met physically after more than 2.5 years now. Yeah. You haven't, one thing you haven't lost is your voice.
I will never lose that.
Yeah, I get a bad throat, you never get a bad throat.
I will never lose that.
Wow. And Ashok Pandit is significant because he is the first person from the film industry in Mumbai who picked up the issue of the plight of the Kashmiri Pandits. He's gone there and essayed, he's made great.
Bring our cause, bring our issue in front of the world. My compliments to you on behalf of all the entire Kashmiri Pandit community for standing by us like a rock from day one till today.
I always will, sir.
He's been leading the charge.
It's my privilege.
On the pro, he also made a documentary about it. I'm not saying it didn't happen. It definitely happened. Like, I'm for sure it happened.
It's my job.
But that's the problem. That's the thing about this kind of violence, right? Like after the British left, they split the country up. Like I do kind of agree with. I do feel like this is a war propaganda. Like it is like fighting propaganda because at the end of the day, the Brits left. They left it in shambles. They left it in a way that they'd fight whatever. There's all this trauma during that time, right? So it's always going to be like whenever you're dealing with two cultures that are in a cycle of violence, you're always going to deal with these like, oh, but do you know what they did? Oh, but you know what they did? Like, I was talking to these two Israeli guys. And I make the mistake of saying like, I just want to ask him like, what do you think of Palestine or whatever, because they're from Israel. But I made the mistake of saying like, hey, what do you think of the occupation? And they both, without hesitating, they go, occupation? No, brother, they attack us, brother. They attack us, brother. We have a right to defend ourselves, brother. Everyone trying to kill us, and yeah, we will not let anyone kill. Like they just, they were. So these guys are, Anyway, the point is that it's a cycle of violence, right? Like they can point at something that those guys did, but then those guys can point at something that these guys did. It just it never ends. Right? So I see what they're doing. And then this whole thing is such a circus already. And I feel like he might have produced the movie. That's the crazy thing. I feel like he might have, look, he doesn't need a financial tie. He's tied to Anupam Kher, who's like one of the main actors in the movie. And then Anupam Kher does a show on here. He does a show interviewing other Bollywood stars. I mean, whatever. It's more like they're friends, I guess. But it does seem like you're stirring up controversy and then also just selling the shit out of this movie. And like, honestly, I'm not seeing the hate from Bollywood. I'm saying, like, whoever they got from Bollywood, like, those aren't, they're cool. I don't want to diss them, but like, is Bollywood mad?
Joy, it's one of my life's small achievements that I've been able to be with you in the journey. But yes, you are right to one extent. And my mind goes back to this point. That
before I give my comment, let me say this small thing that I compliment you. We have not met for long, but
this is so brown. They just come, they fight, but then they fight they scream at each other on the show. But then they also come in and say, but Suresh Ji, you are very most powerful teachings and you are very most respected. And what you have said today is a very beautiful. And then next week they'll come and be like, what have you done? You are garbage. You don't have any integrity. Like they're just, it's like there's a high respect too, but then there's a high rip. Like that's it. You're gonna get that.
Still, I have been seeing you. You are handling lots of sensitive debates lately. Chahe wo Ukraine ho, chahe wo ye Kashmir files ho, you have been doing a tremendously good job. Let me congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
You are handling these topics so very well.
Thank you, sir.
Coming to the film, Arnab ji, there was a saying in our that हमारी जो फिल्में होती हैं वो समाज का आईना होती है.
बिल्कुल.
The films are the mirrors of what's happening in the society.
I don't think he has the other team. Oh, this guy. Portrayal of truth must not distort. How is this even different teams?
Ashok ji, don't get emotional on this. Just a minute. Don't get emotional on this. Shehzad ji, I want to just respond to you for 1 minute. And Ashok Pandit, please don't get emotional on this subject. And I'll have an open debate. But I want to tell you also, Shehzad ji, that when you say these things, it is anti-Muslim and all that. It's not anti-Muslim.
Yeah, I saw the video in the theater, Arnav.
So, is the video of the theater? No, one.
Have you seen the video of people in Kashmir with हम क्या चाहते हैं आजादी का मतलब क्या ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह हम क्या चाहते हैं निज़ाम मुस्तफा गरीब the salute have you heard those slogans in Kashmir with those slogans out from Kashmir have you heard those slogans
Shehzad louder Shehzad
हुआ है सिख भाइयों के साथ हुआ है हाँ आप क्या बात करें कश्मीर का एक अच्छा मुद्दा मिल गया आपको हमने हमारी बॉलीवुड ने फिल्में बनाई है आपने खुद ने फिल्म बनाई है शीन दो शो चली उस वक्त क्यों नहीं चली
अरे शहजाद साहब आप जो 2 फिल्मों की बात कर रहे हैं मिशन कश्मीर और शिकारा वो कश्मीरी हिंदुओं के नाम पे धब्बा
जो फिल्में
I think this is what's happening. He brought up 2 other movies that were like, this is a correct portrayal. They showed both sides even. And then this guy said, those 2 movies, they were a slap in the face to the Hindu and the Sikh community. They were a slap in the face.
जो फिल्म में सच्चाई दिखाई दी वो डरता है। वाह 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 वाह, क्या बात है साहब।
I think this is a. एक मिनट. I think it's become a very serious debate. One minute, just 1 minute, please. I get everyone in. I won't share. No, 1 minute. Everyone, please be quiet for a minute. I did not expect the debate to take this turn. I'm going back. I'm going back to Mukesh Khanna. Please wait, Akashdeep. Please wait. Yes. Yes. No, Chinmay, I just wanted to come in for one actress. I think Deepika Padukone. This is the tragedy of our country.
Why does
with everybody on? No. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute, bhaiya, please. Just wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'll tell you one thing. Can everyone be on for a minute? Just a moment. This country, its history books.
Why is all this not in our history?
Allow me, Ashok. Allow me, Akash. I will make a point and you'll think. Very simple. There is only one group of people who've been glamorized beyond measure. I have no problem.
Absolutely.
I'm sure Prithviraj Kapoor made a fantastic film, played a great king, right? And I'm sure Jodha Akbar had to be made. But I don't understand why. Allow me to complete, Akash. Don't complete my sentence. I am telling you, the country's history books of the Congress leaders and Bollywood has had an unnatural obsession with the Mughals. और कोई है ही नहीं.
The Mughals are the Muslims who conquered India. This is the heart of the beef, really. There's like a bitterness about it. But again, this is a cycle of violence. You can't think like that. It's not good for. It's honestly, it's going to drive you crazy. I remember I used to go to, like, even when I was, even still at these Patel conventions, but when I was young, there would always be some uncle that's like trying to, you know what they're doing? You know what the Muslims are doing? How are we going to fight back? You don't look at in America, Jews and Christians, they didn't like each other. Now look at them, best friends. 50 years ago, if you told a Jew or a Christian that in America that they'd become friends, they'd say, never. Two. They would say, unacceptable. We will never be their friend. Now look at them, best friends. And they should be playing with the Muslims too. They have to, yes. Nobody wants to play with the Muslims. Nobody wants to play with the Russians. And it's unacceptable. It's like 300 years ago that these Muslim kings conquered India. But, this is a cycle of trauma. It keeps going back and forth like that. Anyway, I wanted to show you this documentary piece. The real reason why the gas prices are so high. But let's look at some of these comments. Calvin Picorni, losing daylight savings time. Another hidden tax. Yep. Trillium McMilliam. We need to get CoffeeZilla investigating that California gas tax. Dude, what is that gas tax, bro? It's ridiculous, right? Calvin Picorni, $20. Dude, thanks, man. Not even didn't leave a comment, but I'll read you the next comment. Calvin Picorni. Hold up. Let me share this. Let's share these comments. And then I want to show you this really badass documentary that I found. It's you know who it is? It's Can't Get You Out of My Head, Part 5, the Lordly Ones. And it's by this guy, Curtis LeMay or something, or Adam Curtis. He does these like creepy documentaries, creepy history documentaries. Amazing though. But they're like really creepy history documentaries. I don't know if y'all, are y'all into Adam Curtis? He's amazing. Calvin Picorni, amazing. Thank you so much. $20. Dude, he destroyed Dave Rubin. Saul has the same vibe. Yeah. Dude, he destroyed Dave Rubin. Who destroyed Dave Rubin though? Everyone's a classical liberal, LMAO. Joshua Mowdy, Baby Shark, do deep dives. Calvin Picorni, ice cream. Jay Gabru, thanks for coming. Everybody, thanks for coming. You are loved. The mustaches though, Urena Bruce says, the mustaches though. It's true. Yeah. Joshua Mowdy, brutal. He's also taken Bollywood by the balls. Yeah, dude. He really, Joshua Mowdy. Yeah. Now look at what Modi is doing, the farmer uprising and whatnot. Joshua Mowdy. Yeah. No, I mean, he's doing all the stuff. Larry Elder in his first interview. Oh, you think he destroyed David Rubin? I mean, I feel like David Rubin was just kissing his ass the whole time. He's just sitting there like, oh, really? Oh, okay. Like, oh. I feel like he just brings on, like, I feel like Rubin is a bit of an airhead, right? Like, he doesn't really, I don't think he knows about politics. I think he just is like, he almost seems like a really fake dude who's like, okay, if there's more hits here, then I'll do that. Like, I think that's it. I don't know if he even, like, he believes in it because everyone has to reprogram their brain to, I will be conservative. Like, he has to reprogram it too. But I think the reason he reprogrammed is because I think things weren't working out in the liberal world. And really not even the liberal, in like real news. And then he just started going like, oh, when I say like this right-wing shit, people like want to listen. Then he really always leaned for a while. I swear to God, every episode of his podcast, the opening monologue was like, hi, I'm Dave Rubin. I'm gay and I was born a liberal, but now I became a conservative. It was always a monologue that was like, I'm gay, but I'm conservative now because the liberals are too crazy. Even though I'm gay, I still said no more conservative for me, no more liberal for me. I gotta go conservative. I don't want to be conservative. I wasn't born like that, but the liberals are so stupid and crazy that I just had to go liberal. He always does. It's like the same monologue every time. Anyway, I want to tell you about this gas price thing. Why are the real reason why gas prices are so high? This is it. This is the sin committed by the American. This is the sin committed by the American. Getting in bed with the devil. Let's take a look at it.
After the First World War, a group of upper-class English men and women were sent to Baghdad to create a new country out of the ruins of what had been the Ottoman Empire. The most famous was Gertrude Bell. She was the daughter of a baronet and had been a famous explorer. Almost immediately, hundreds of thousands of Arabs rose up, demanding independence. The British had been financially broken by the war, so they invented a new and cheap way of suppressing the insurgency. They used aircraft to bomb the rebels. They called it aerial policing. And they took back control and set about creating the new country, called Iraq. But because there was no money, the group could also not afford to survey the country. Instead, with no information, Bell and the others simply projected onto the Arabs that powerful romantic dream of an old England. They decided that the middle classes in the cities who had run the country under the Ottoman Empire were corrupt and untrustworthy, which meant that they had to be excluded from power. Instead, power should be given to the sheikhs, who ruled the tribes out in the countryside. To the British, the sheikhs represented the true Iraq, because they hadn't been infected by the corruption of the modern world. Their system was one of a natural order, just like in the England of the past.
Literally,
just said Gertrude Bell.
Literally, just went to the basically went to the uneducated people. Like the Persians in the city were middle class or educated. Hello. They just gave all the money to these guys. That's what they're still doing. It's a mess, man. And then they control the petrodollar. It's basically a bunch of thugs. Yeah, I know. No, I'm not saying everyone's like all the citizens are like that. They had good management, I guess. Yeah, but I guess it was like, is it colonized? I don't know. It seemed like they had these middle-class people that could have ran Iraq or the area, and instead they just started funding these outside groups to go and attack them. And then eventually I think they just backed the biggest group. That's the Saud's House of Saud. And they're gangster, dude. And this is what you have attached to petrodollar. This is the deal with the devil. I heard that all the other like raising gas prices in America, I mean, there's a mystery tax, but I heard the rest of it is just him. The what's his name? MBS. He's just playing with the oil prices. That's it. That's what you get. That's what you get. You get in bed with these kings and queens. What's with the kings and queens, dude? They're king and queen. England has it. Fine, fair enough. England has it, but it's all a pretend. They're all kooky, doing a kooky, silly pretend, and they have to work for their money. They're doing all tourist shit all the time. And they're driving themselves crazy. And they're done anyway. After this Prince Andrew shit, it's over there. These people this is one of the richest families in the world. The Saudis, richest families. One of the, I think it's like the richest royalty family. Like, it's probably the richest family in the world, but definitely like 10 times more money than the royal family. The royal family is broke ass compared to them. No, nothing. It's nothing. It's chump change. It's just like when they see people from Canada say, Canada, they support people. What is Canada? Canada is poor people, all Walmarts, all wearing Walmarts. No money. I buy their condo. I have sex with them. I don't care. Like they're looking at Canada as like, dude, can you imagine? They would come to Canada for like sex trafficking. It's insane. This is nuts. This is who they give the money to. This is your sin.
Are like great aristocrats. They will run a system that will maintain a natural equilibrium.
Who are you looking at?
The truth was that this picture of Iraq was completely detached from reality. The sheikhs were really marginal figures, while the Ottomans had begun to create a modern, progressive society in the cities. The British now tore that apart and replaced it with a strange dream that had nothing to do with the complex, multi-layered society in front of their eyes, but was really rooted in the strange, dark fears that were rising up in Britain itself as its power declined. Then, in 1932, the British, facing an economic crisis at home, packed up and went.
Wow.
Leaving behind them a completely unreal and unstable society.
Can you imagine? They just started arming rebels around here. Like it is like if someone just started arming like, well, indigenous people. I don't know. Or like imagine someone just started arming like gangs in LA. That's what this is. Like, this is nuts, man. And they've been doing it forever. And then basically one of the families who won this whole fight, that became the House of Saud. But this is another clip I want to show you. Just look at how creepy this is. This is so creepy. I'm pretty sure this is a clip. Hold on a second. 4116. Not bad.
Seems to confirm from the inside many
the people, because revealing it would undermine their belief in democracy and in their exceptionalism, a belief that was essential in the Cold War. From the 1950s onwards, the CIA rigged elections, destabilized governments through fake information, and organized violent coups in Italy, Greece, Syria, Iran, Guatemala, South Vietnam, Indonesia, and Chile.
It's unacceptable.
In all, the United States ran covert operations to overthrow 66 foreign governments.
Holy shit.
In 26 cases, they succeeded. Morgenthau believed that this secrecy was creating a dangerous time bomb at the heart of America. And in the mid-1960s, details started to leak out. One of the senior members of the CIA, Miles Copeland, revealed that he had been involved in organizing coups throughout the world, starting in Syria in 1951.
it seems to confirm from the inside many of the people's fears, worst fears about the way in which American policy is conducted. For example, plotting to overthrow the Syrian government and others. Do you think that's a useful way of conducting a foreign policy?
Keith, I'm not going to make a moral judgment. I'm simply describing the way things are done. Yes. It is true. Now, let me finish. It is true that in many cases we would sit around in our attics of the State Department and we would have long discussions. Our government does not interfere in the internal affairs of a sovereign nation, and we meant that from the bottom of our hearts. And then we'd say, but in this is one case where we have to. And so we would have to try to decide how to do what it was we said was against our policy to do. And we did, in fact, interfere in the internal affairs of many sovereign nations.
Wherever he walked, all hell broke loose. Across all the Orient, the flames of violence leaped. Was the quiet stranger the torch? 10,000 mysteries swirled about him. Wherever danger exploded, they found the quiet American.
And in 1961...
That's such a conspiracy. They found the quiet American. Yeah, no, that's it. It's weird because that sounded like an American voice doing that video, but yeah, it's true, man. I mean, what are you doing over there? No, this is the problem. This is the... This keeps happening on the show. Like, I keep coming in with clips and then it's the wrong clip. Like today, I was going to talk about this and how this is the real reason oil prices are high. It's because the government sins. The government goes around the world sinning, attacking these people, and really just looking for reasons to fight. But once you get in bed with the devil, you got to do a dance with the... You're dancing when you get in bed with the devil, you dance with the demons. That's what it is. You back the Saudis, you're doing coups, you over here, like I mean, this whole thing of like just putting in replacing governments like that. How come it never occurred to you to just go and be friends? Huh? What happened to your loving kindness that you couldn't go over there and say, hey, let's work together. Let's do a thing. Let's make a deal. Everyone can prosper. Or is it just that, I mean, this is what they would want us to believe, is that our modern world relies on slavery. I don't think it has to, though. It does seem like a lot of military. I mean, this military is not cheap, right? So when you commit yourself to fighting all the time and to doing these kinds of like covert operations, take out these government, like, hey, you sleep with the devil, you bang the devil, you're gonna get AIDS. Not AIDS, but like you bang the devil, you're gonna get genital warts. Guaranteed. And that's what this is. You're over here interfering with these governments, backing like the Saudis. They did this in Iran too, where they replaced the government, and then they just create a whole unstable situation. So I mean, the price of gas is gonna go up and down. Probably forever. It's true, though. I don't think Biden can survive this. Hold on. Let's do another mystery tax. Because honestly, let's just do mystery tax. Because that is so funny. How is this a thing? Let's do, brand new one. Let's check it out.
Extra hit to your wallet every time you fill up. A mystery gas surcharge costing Californians billions.
I'm sure that whoever is getting the money is not interested in having this investigated.
KPIX 5 News at 5 begins right now with a hidden charge adding insult to injury at the pump. Good evening. I'm Alan Martin.
And I'm Veronica Dela Cruz. The mystery surcharge has cost Californians $20 billion a year since 2015. No small drop in the bucket as gas tops $4 a gallon. KPIX 5's Kit Doe trying to find out where all that money...
7 years, mystery tax. They don't even know who charges the tax and who's... This is insane.
...is going.
$20 billion in mystery surcharges? Who is pocketing all this money? The thing is, nobody knows, and more importantly, it seems that nobody in Sacramento wants to find out. We are here at UC Berkeley to meet up with Professor Severin Borenstein, one of the leading experts on gas prices. He has spent years crunching the numbers. How confident are you in your calculations that there is this mystery surcharge?
Oh, I'm very confident in the calculations. It's really basic arithmetic.
Borenstein says it all started back in 2015 when a refinery explosion in Torrance caused what was supposed to be a temporary spike in gas prices. He says that surcharge has just stuck around ever since.
Starting in 2015, they were about 40 cents above where you would expect them to be in 2015. And in 2016, 17, and 18, they've been between 25 and 30 cents higher than you would expect. In total, that amounts to paying an extra $20 billion for gasoline since February of 2015.
The professor says all those billions of dollars that are unaccounted for are likely going back into the supply chain, the refineries, the pipeline owners, and retailers. But it's impossible to know exactly where until there's a formal investigation. Do you think whoever is pocketing this money wants it known that this is happening?
Oh, I'm sure that whoever is getting the money is not interested in having this investigated. In January, January, 18 legislators sent a letter to the Attorney General's office saying, we need you to look into this. The Attorney General's office never publicly announces what their investigations, but I hope they are following up and are looking into it.
Borenstein estimates the average California driver has paid about $500 in mystery surcharges since 2015. That just leaves Ken Carlin shaking his head.
It doesn't surprise me that people are able to game the system. Of course, the $1 million question is, what can we do?
In San Jose, Kito, KPIX5.
Mr. Tax. Just California, out of control. It's like Fox News wrote it. It's like, you know what it is? Actually, there's all these guys who write these conservative action hero novels. This is the kind of thing that would be in there. Like, this would be a good thing, because you know Ben Shapiro, he's like a conservative commentator, but he also writes these novels, and the novels are all like a character like him saving the world from a Muslim terrorist, and while they're saving the world from this Muslim terrorist, they always have to fight with some social justice guy. Like, there's always some social justice guy in the way. They got to be like, get out of my way, or all of California is going to blow up from a terrorist attack. Got to punch him in the face, whatever it is. Some trans hipster is making them do like extra paperwork. That's how the novels are written. That's how his books are written. But he would put this. It would just be like a side thing. The government of California is taking a 20% surcharge extra mystery tax. Are you kidding me, dude? Look like idiots right now. Democratic leaders reluctant. I don't want a mystery tax, and then there's a bunch of environmental shit. This is like a stereotype, basically. This is like a negative stereotype. This is like honestly, like, if this is how California collapses, like, liberals just deserve to lose everything. They deserve nothing, actually. Get basically good. Give the keys to the conservatives. They win. We screwed up. This is too much. This is insane. $6. You had a mystery tax, and then now you're telling me that there's a bunch of carbon footprint taxes. Half of those taxes aren't going to go to anyone either. Seems like, okay, rip and dip on the business side, but then the government here, it's like they just can't do anything right. In Canada, we're pretty good, I gotta say. I mean, other than this whole trucker debacle, I do think Trudeau overreached on the trucker shit, and he should have just talked to them and all that stuff. That's bad. Other than that, though, and freezing their accounts and calling them all terrorists and white supremacists, that's also bad. But other than that, other than the trucker thing, it's been good. Come on. We're not doing 30% gas tax, $20 billion a year until 2015. We don't even have that much money in Canada. I don't think we sell that much gas. California is like the size of Canada, and then it's a car culture. California is like actually not the size of Canada. Like population wise, yeah, it might be like up there, but then it's like all the biggest industries in the world. So they have big money. Canada's not doing 20 billion a year. We'd figure it out, man. We're not going to now we need a $6 billion. Now we need a $6 billion investigation charge. Come on, give us $6 billion to investigate this. Where is the money going? Check the bank account, see where it's going. That's it. The mystery tax. Wow, she's on looking for, yep. She's looking for new places to get gas. That's great. What a community leader. She really is. Like, back in the day in the village times, she would be the one that goes around like, hey, y'all, this place has cheaper. You know what I mean? Now she's just doing it on the news. That's kind of what being like a speaker is, even what I'm doing. It's great community leadership. She's going to go around, she's going to drive around and find cheaper gas. And she told everyone about the app. I like her. That's great. No, we got to figure something out on this. I don't know what we're going to do. This is the real gas. Okay, that's just a California issue, right? I don't even know if we have people in California on the podcast. If there is anyone, give us a shout out. Say something in the comments. Hold up. If there is someone, dude, Joshua Mowdy says, yes, drive further for cheaper gas. What the FFS mate? Honestly, dude, my mom used to do that too. We drive like an hour to get 10 cents off on a liter of gas. Maybe it doesn't matter that much. John Fitzgerald, I got an e-bike, dangerous, but good for around the block. You know what? God is great, brother. I'm happy that you got an e-bike. I actually just got rid of my car, and I'm going to go, I got rid of my car and I'm gonna go. What can y'all see? Hold up a second. I got rid of my car and I'm just gonna be doing Ubers and I'm gonna be doing I might get a little scoot. You know those little scooters? You put 2 handle here and then you put 1 foot on it. Kick. I might do that. Why not? Once I'm back in Toronto, it's gonna be yeah, I think that's all I need. And then Ubers the rest of the time and Subway. Car, who cares? What do you need a car for? Jacob Root, the money is going to salaries for the people who think we need an investigation to this in the first place. Yeah, like, I guess when you're talking about billions, this is the thing with America. It's like every issue is like $20 billion a year. This is the state of California. $20 billion a year on mystery gas tax since 2015. 7 years. 7 times 2 is 14. 147 years? Yeah. 140 billion gone. 5-6 million on the investigation. I mean, just on principle, I don't want to do it though. What is this? What is this about? Scotty Barnes says, can you talk about Patels versus Talkers? Scotty Barnes, who are you? Who are you truly? How could you ask about that? That's so weird that you asked about that. Who is that? Is that a Patel? Do I know you? Killian McMillian, I'm in Cali. Joshua Mowdy, Obamacare costs too much. Infrastructure too much. Education reform too much. Oh, Ukraine though? Here's $16 billion, lads. Joshua, I mean, they're losing $20 billion a year on a mystery gas tax. I think we can spend 16 on Ukraine. Honestly, Joshua, your outlook has been very negative all episode. Your outlook has been very negative. First, you started with the thing about girls. Now you're talking about this. John Fitzgerald, LOL, of course. Yahubi, Cali is the 4th largest economy in the world, so pretty much carries USA. Yeah. So Yahubi, you think after all this, is Texas not bigger than California? Is Texas not as, like, Texas, I thought, surpassed them. Elon Musk is out of California. What's left over there? Hollywood? Okay, fine. Silicon Valley, fair enough. But, like, Elon Musk and Amazon are leaving. That's a lot of tax money. I mean, what else is in California? I mean, it's just a high population, too. It's like 30. It's got to be a solid 30 million. I think it's the population of Canada. And just all doing banger shit over there. A bunch of people surfing too. I mean, and packed together into one state. Yeah, no, listen. Very interesting. Honestly, better to take public transport unless you're in NYC. Scotty Barnes, can you talk about the Patel versus Talkers? Trillion McMillian, we miss you, Elon. Joshua Mowdy, I'm so pragmatic though. No, Joshua, listen, your views are solid. Like, you actually brought up some very good talking points there. You brought up some very good talking points. Although, I don't know. I mean, I think you're being a little cheap on Ukraine there. I think you're being a little cheap. What's $16 billion to America? They're giving everyone money. You know what? You know who I'll tell you about, Scotty Barnes? Is we know this Patel. I know this Patel, whose son, and this happens to like Italian, Jewish, and Indian. Italian, Jewish, Indian. If you're rich and you're a boy, only for the boys, not for the girls, but if you're a boy and your parents are rich and you just have a hard time in life and you're just having a hard time, Italian, Jewish, or Indian, the parents say, come home, we'll take care of it. Come home, you're not ready for the world. At 40, I know people. My mom's still doing it with me. She's like, just come home, just live with me. Let me get you a car. She's like, let me get you a BMW. Your car's so cheap. Let me get you a BMW. You're a Patel. You look stupid. This is what she says. Like, homie, it's fine. But anyway, we know this other Patel. His son legit punched him in the face a couple of times. I think at least twice he punched his own dad in the face. Takes the car, sometimes crashes it into the wall. Just to say, I hate you, Dad. You're an asshole. And his dad has to just keep giving him money. At one point, his dad bought him a business. The guy dropped out of school. Cocaine habit. Gambling. Dad buys him a business. The business, he buys it for $600,000. Now, most businesses, you buy it with a mortgage. So if you buy it for $600,000, that means you can get a mortgage on it, and you can work at the business and pay off the mortgage over 2 years, and then the next 2 years you may start making your money. But this guy's dad didn't get the mortgage. He's so rich, no mortgage, just paid cash, $600,000, bought a running business, and then did another $250,000 worth of renovations on it. So $600,000 paid off. $850,000 after the renovations made it even more sexy. Running business, give it a fresh renovation. His son in 1 year just tanks it, just ruins the business. $850,000. Now his dad is like, no, I said no more of these buying him businesses. I just give him money, and his dad just sends him money. And he was over at our house, he came over to see my mom, and I'm talking to him, and he goes, "What do I do, Amish? I gotta keep sending him money." And I'm like, just don't send him. No, but then he'll say he'll kill himself. Yes, what else is it? We're here for the kids. And he just sends his kid money. I know, dude. Damn, that makes my blood boil. You're right, dude. There's so much. I know this other guy, Jewish guy. It was more chill, actually. His parents lived in a senior's home. And then the son, he's just tried to be a filmmaker. I think at like 35 or something, he got maybe a cocaine problem. And really I don't think he finished the movie either, but like he just worked for like 4 years trying to make a movie. Didn't finish the movie. Then he developed a cocaine problem. Cocaine problem, like I said, Jewish, Italian, Indian, and a boy. If you're a girl, don't ask any money. No, get out. Your husband gives you money. Go to your husband, ask your husband for money. But if you're a boy, this guy, Jewish guy, parents were like, just come home. Just come live with us. Just come live with us. This guy lived in a senior's residence from 35 to 40. And then his parents bought him a brand new condo. My parents bought it from him. And one day he's telling me, like, after they got him the condo, we're at a comedy show. He actually was doing comedy at the time, but we're at a comedy show, and he goes, yeah, I gotta go, man. Big day. They're bringing in furniture. And I'm like, oh yeah, they gotta bring in furniture, right? So they're delivering the furniture. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, did you pay for it, or your parents pay for it? And he's like, my parents paid for it, but I have to go tell them where to put it. So that's very stressful. And I swear to God, he goes, he didn't even think it was like silly. He just goes, no, it's really stressful because I have to go there and tell them to put it here and put that over there. And it's, it's weighing on my mind. His parents paid for all the furniture though. Are you kidding me? Still, he was stressed though. Genuinely, he was stressed. Don't say he was lying. He's not lying. He did feel stress in his heart. That's what happens, man. I know so many rich kids like that. I remember this one guy, actually, when I was in university, I knew this guy. He failed out of one university, but he was rich, right? He fails out of university, and his punishment for failing out is he was gonna get a BMW for his birthday. But instead of a BMW, his parents were like, well, now that you failed, we're not gonna get you the BMW 3 Series A+, whatever bullshit that car is. They go, because you failed, you have to drive a Mercedes C-Class. And he goes, it's like, you guys are really, this is not really helping my mental health. Like, he was so sad, dude. He was so sad. It was torturing him. It was torture. I just see Urena Brew. No, it's tortures. Urena Brew, it tortures you. But this guy, parents gave him a Mercedes. And then, here's the crazy thing. Then he's coming around hanging out with people after like 6 or 8 months. Like maybe he was feeling down about failing out of university, but got the Mercedes, whatever. Then he's like feeling a little better. So then as he's feeling a little better, he's coming around to other, like whenever he comes to hang out, he comes around and he goes, man, it's been a stressful year. The whole failing out of school and then getting the Mercedes instead of the BMW thing. So really had a rough year. But hey, man, if you're ever having a hard time in your life and you need to talk to someone, I've actually been through a lot. I know suffering. Remember, because I failed out of university and the Mercedes instead of BMW, so I know suffering. So just give me a call anytime you want to talk, whatever. Just let me know, bro. I swear to God, this is how he like this. Jacob Root, this is making your ears bleed. Yeah, no, dude, this guy Like, that's how rich he was. I remember in high school, actually, I knew him in high school too. And I started hanging out with him. And one night we were all out partying, whatever. And then I had to come home with this other guy, with another one of his buddies, driving a BMW. So he's also driving a BMW, but it's his dad's, right? So we're driving somewhere and the cop pulls us over and he's like, he was so mad. He's like, fucking racist bullshit cops. You think they want us to make money? You think they want us making money? You think they want to see a brown man come up? Cop comes up and goes, hey guys, how you doing? Yeah. Okay, let's see driver's license, registration. Okay, great. Well, actually, your sticker wasn't registered, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let you go. You guys are looking like you're out having a good time. I'm going to let it go. You go ahead. You drive it along, and God is great. And the guy walks away. This guy that I'm with, the brown guy, rolls up the window. He goes, see that? Fucking racist bullshit, racist shit, piece of shit, racist? Like, you think they want to see a brown man come up? You think they want to see a brown man get this money? And I'm like, dude, it's your dad's, though, right? But it was his dad's. He was acting like he bought the car. No, it's such is life and such is the world. It's a silly world. I don't know what to tell you guys. Listen, this has been great. We did a 2-hour rip. Tomorrow I'm traveling. Today, like I said, that's it. I gotta call it now. Today, like I said before, though, today I actually made a plant hanging system for my cousin, because I've been living in the house. I said these are good karmas. You know what I'm saying? I said enough is enough. These are good karmas. So I said you got to do it. It really, good karmas are like an opportunity. When she said like, hey, you want to do this hanging garden plant thing? I want to get it done before this and this. And I was like, I have a meeting at 3. I should do a podcast, but you know what? Rip and dip, and that's it. Drip, drip, rip and dip. So we got that thing done, and here we are, 10 o'clock, 2-hour rip. Tell me what y'all want me to talk about next week. Message me on Instagram at Fade2Brown. Tell me what you want me to talk about. I feel like this mystery tax thing was a good rip alone. A lot of good rips today, actually. I wonder what we're going to pull out of this with the editor. I got to talk to him. But I will have another episode for y'all on Wednesday, and then I'll be back in Toronto. I'll be back in Toronto ripping and dipping, consistent time. I'm going to figure out a time on this. And also, like I said, we're going to have the tracksuit, one color tracksuit with the logo, with the drip logo or some kind of a BabaJi logo that applies to this channel and my channel. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of logo that applies to both. And then it says rip and dip, or it says drip, drip, rip and dip, and that's it. Or it says Bhagwan loves you, or it says God is great. God is great could work. But you know what? We'll put up a thing for that, and we'll figure it out as a community, as a congregation. Thanks for everyone for coming in. Sorry about that time switch today. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to be traveling, but Wednesday we'll be back here on the rips. Wednesday, I'll probably just do 2 episodes. Why not? God is great, right? Wednesday, I'll just rip 2 episodes, because honestly, the trip from here back home is going to give me a bunch of stuff. Trillion McMillion says, can we not make the BabaJi logo look so satanic? We could, and that would be pretty ripper dipper. You know what I'm saying? Because the Zen, which is really what I teach and what I practice, is Zen practice, loving kindness, Zen, that kind of meditation systems. And they do believe that the devil, you know, just like the Hindus have like these like evil characters, like Kali has her tongue out and like killing people. Like, you know, we rip. You know what I'm saying? We rip. We don't have good and evil like that. All are incarnations of God, including the evil. They have serve a purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's a different system, but definitely we can go satanic, and that's gonna be fun. Jacob Bruce says, God is great. BabaJi Amish, take care. Thank you. Neil Hawk says, awesome. Scotty Barnes says, Rakshas, what's up, baby? Scotty Barnes, I think I know who Scotty Barnes is. Yeah, listen, next episode, next class, I almost said class, next service, we'll talk about the Patels versus the Thakur's, because my family's going through, the Thakur's are another Gujarati, I guess, clan, you could say. And right now there's some serious beef going down between the Patels and the Thakur's. It's actually very intense, very interesting story. I'll tell you about it next time. Actually, one of my cousins is in India. I mean, he might just be beating the shit out of some people. You know what I'm saying? Or he might be just rolling up on people with binoculars, checking out where they live so he can do some gangster shit, because the Patels and the Thakur's, it's going down right now. And that's fine, you know? Nihawk, wow. Joshua Maudi, Jay Gabru, Urain, Joshua, Trillion McMillion, thanks everyone for coming. John Fitzgerald, Yeah, thanks everyone for coming. We're gonna set up a solid schedule. Wednesday when I get back, we're gonna set up the schedule and we're gonna figure out like what is the future of everything. I mean, not just the drip too, but what is the future? We're gonna figure that out on Wednesday. We're gonna figure out what the futures of the topics, of the rips, of the sketches that have to come out, because we do need sketches. We need merch. We need publicity stunts. We got to raise funds for the congregation. I got to get my tax exempt status. So all of that is coming on Wednesday. But tomorrow, like I said, I'm traveling. Wednesday, I'll see you all. You are loved. God is great. And, if you see anyone from California, say, come on, guys. Mystery tax. Come on, guys. Say something, okay? All right. Until next time, God is great and God is great.